Well, today as part of the garage renovations, I'm going to actually start cleaning up the back here. My brother said he'd come over, give me a hand to actually install the garage door back here. So I guess today what we'll do is we'll start by just kind of cleaning up this back area, taking down the shelves, taking off some of the plywood, getting it ready for the renovation. Yeah, that's the plan. And we'll see what we can do. What you doing, Winnie? You having a good time ripping up the garden there? Hey? Okay, so probably at where I want to be. I don't know what these people were doing before when they installed their drywall. That's right to the inside of the house there, or inside of the garage. But now we got it knocked out. Back to the frame. We should be able to actually start planning for the 9-foot garage door here. I guess I still got to take off the tin on the roof there. Okay, not done yet. Well, here we are today. My brother actually swung by and built the garage frame for the new garage door installation here. So the last video was me taking everything down, taking out all the siding and stuff like that. But yeah, my brother swung by real quickly and installed this. I didn't even have a chance to put the video up while he did all the work. He's a carpenter. So he's got the garage door all framed out. Now today what I'll do is I'm going to actually install the garage door. And when I get far enough along, I'll take out the back wall there. But I'll start with just installing the garage door. So here's the actual garage door I got. It's a Clopay I got from Home Depot, 9 foot by 7 foot. It'll fit perfectly back there. It's the same size as these older garage doors at the front, and we'll have the drive-through right through this back wall. So this bay of the garage will be a drive-through. So here I've got the second one up. So as you can see, just because of the size of the door, don't jump up against that, Winnie. Just because of the size of the door, I put a little strip on there just to hold it against there. A little trick, they actually show it in the instructions there, but I've got a little screw that's just kind of holding each piece up against the door for now. So essentially I'll put the next one on, then you put the last one on probably, kind of attach them all, and then you're gonna attach the track to the side, put the wheels in, that way the door is secured. It's an easy way to install it, but the door itself looks really nice. I mean, that's a good price at Home Depot. 535 bucks up here Canadian. You'll see when I put the top piece in, it actually has the windows for the top to give a little extra light into the garage. It's not the best location for working, and I seem to need every friggin' drill I had to make little little adjustments. But yeah, we'll run out of light soon, but I got my M12 light and I got the light there, so I'll put the next piece on and we'll go from there. So here's a little tip here. If you take a look, the QC on these are not ideal. You can see they kind of offset a little bit. So if you take that little screw out, you can actually slide this down into where you need it, put your brackets in, then kind of pre-drill that screw back in again. So take this screw out. So there it's out, and you just kind of slide it in. So here's the door installed. It actually looks really good. We're gonna have some nice light coming through, but the next step will be to go onto the inside and install a bunch of the tracks, I guess, to kind of permanently do it so it doesn't slip out of position. And then after I install the tracks, then I'll take down the other wall. Hopefully I can get through most of that tonight. We'll see how much work I can actually get done. The boss is home. So here from the inside, you can see I've just got the little screw nails tacked in, just holding the door together. So a big gust of wind would actually probably knock it over. So, but it's gonna look good once I take this other wall down. Then I'll have a drive-through, kind of nice for the shop, and you know, you park the truck at the front and bring the ATVs in the back and stuff like that. So we'll see how the afternoon progresses if we can get it mainly installed. I may not get the wall down tonight, but I could always start. Depends on how late I want to work. Okay, so last night I kind of finished installing the door and the side tracks, and then started taking off the plywood. I'm sure that's when the batteries probably died on the GoPro. But tonight, I'm gonna look at taking down the framing here, at least of this back wall, and getting the side rails up for the garage and getting the spring installed, and hopefully I can get that garage door actually working. And yeah, so far it's looking pretty good, and you can really see the difference in the garage here by how much we can actually park in here now. That's, I mean, I'm not sure why the old owners had set up the garage that way. To me, it's just a lot of lost space that now we've gained back, especially once we take out this side door and wall as well. Like, we're really going to be able to add quite a bit of space to this garage. Hey boys, a lot of space, boys. Yeah, whoa, easy big guy. Okay, so I got the trucks semi-installed there, a little wire holding up this end. Everything's kind of bolted together. When I come back out, I think I've got to fasten some brackets back here to come up to the back side to hold up the back at the proper angle. Probably tells me in the instructions where to do it. And then it's a matter of probably installing the spring, the wire cables going up to the spring, and finalizing some door hardware. So I got a lot of work cut out for me yet. The instructions for doing the garage door on the website says 8 to 10 hours. I would imagine if I was working in a clean environment with someone else, I probably could have done this in 2 hours. Working around this mess by yourself adds a little bit of time, so I'm sure it's gonna be more like a 4-hour friggin' odyssey. But yeah, it's coming along. The boys are having fun out here. It's kind of raining. They knocked over the tripod. Hey, Winnie, come here, boys. Hey, well, you want to get it? Hey, 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 hey. You guys want to go inside? Go inside, take a little break to eat? Hey, shake me a paw. Good boy. Oh yeah, you want some attention too, eh? Okay, so on the end of the video there, you might have seen me kind of struggling here. So I guess the next step in this garage door installation is actually lifting the door up halfway, kind of attaching some cables, lifting it up the full way, then attaching the springs. And the way this garage door is set up is different than my other ones. It's kind of more like a spring system down the side of the rail. So there'll be a spring running right there and a spring running right there, and then it'll torsion up to that pulley over in the corner over here and over here, and then essentially I guess the spring will pull it up. So I'm not used to that. I've never had a garage door like that. I've seen them before in old garages, really old style garages have that type of thing. You know, both these garage doors here, they have that kind of torsion system at the front where the spring is at the front, and every garage door I've ever installed had that, even the last Clopay I installed. So it's a little bit different for me. So what you saw me doing right at the end to lift this is just attach the chain block to the bottom there, and I'll slowly pull it up and put some blocks in to get it done. It's really easy to lift there now, but I'll lower it back down, relieve the stress on it. That way I'll be able to lift it up tomorrow and I can finalize the installation. I don't want to rush it right now. It's getting late at the end of the night, and that's when mistakes happen, when you're rushing at the end of the night and you kind of getting tired and you're just pushing yourself along. So it's coming along. It's a little slower than I thought. Just I did not realize that's how the spring system was going to get installed and how much more work it was going to be. So anyways, I guess tomorrow hopefully I can finish the installation. In the meantime, you want to say goodnight, Brownie? Good night, Winnie. Good night, boys.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Well, the garage door is now installed. So take a look here. Pull her down. One goofy thing I didn't quite realize about this garage door, there's not actually a handle on it here to open, and like a twisty handle to open and close, which I thought there would have been, so that you could just leave it as a manual door. It's almost like it's designed to only open with garage door openers, or only open from the inside, and when you close it from the inside and lock it from the inside. So it's a bit odd if you take a look here. So pull her down and it stays down well. So there's a bit of spring. The springs here, you can see how they're working. They're in tension right now, and basically as you lift it, they come out of tension. Like I said, I never had a garage door like that ever in my life. Not in my old house, not in my parents' house. I don't know, if you ask me, it seems like kind of an old-fashioned way to do a door, but maybe these door springs don't break like the easy torsion ones do. But in the meantime, it's kind of, I want to say, semi-annoying that I can't close and lock the door right now. You know, you put it down and the little bit of spring just pulls it up. Now there is a little locking mechanism here that I can install on the side and keep it down, which is not a problem. I might actually install it, but still, it's just kind of, you know, I'll have to close it from the inside, and then I could never open it from the outside once I close it. So I don't know, maybe there's a kit or something like that to make a door handle on the outside to make it open and close manually. Oh well. Anyways, job 95% complete. Probably a little bit of cleanup here with these cables that are a little bit too long, but before I cut them, I'll probably wait and take down that wall and see if I have to do any minor adjustments later on. But yeah, that's door installed. Well, here it is, the garage door finally installed. I went to Home Depot and got a Clopay handle. I was talking about it didn't have one, so now I've got a manual handle. You turn it, lift up. Everything's all installed here now. Pull her back down. And it's got the little locks here on both sides, so you can twist it and it'll open it up there. But yeah, all in all, I'd say that's a great garage door. You can see I've got it decked out with some signage there now. I installed a little wood above. That'll be in another video. You'll see that all installed. But yeah, it's a great door. I like it. As you can see, we've parked the Rhino in here for right now as we're doing working. And yeah,